And we're live. PKA. Dude, this happened like 2 years ago. So I live in it's sort of a dead end where like my group of houses that I live in. So there isn't really much traffic aside from the people that live there. And some guy parked his like shitty car at the end of my driveway. So not on my driveway, but on the road, which I own, but like it's almost like public property, even though that's my property. And he just parked there. I don't really know what's going on. And it's darkish. It's like, call it 9:30 p.m. And I don't know, like, I just don't like him there, I guess. But I don't know what the scoop is. So I come up to his car.
Do we know what... I'm sorry to interrupt you. Do we know if he's a white man?
No, we don't know, but I do now.
So you're very
can't take that kind of chance.
So I knock on his window and I ask him if he needs any help, right? Because best case scenario, benefit of the doubt, is he's having car trouble in front of my house. Mm-hmm. And he's like, no, man, I got this. I'm just trying to get my fuck on. And then this girl who I didn't really see, like, shows me her head, and he's having sex. He considers like in front of my house to be a private little place where you'd get your fuck on. Kyle,
sound by the little voice you did and the verbiage, not a white guy.
He is a white guy, although he might be appropriating some culture here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or at the very least, you are. Okay.
What, how am I guilty? I'm telling a story, right? So,
Kyle, hold on. No, Kyle, you refused that to be a black guy. The second he said someone was on my property that shouldn't be,
so
you're like, I'm gonna find any clue whatsoever that he was. He's
anyway, like, so I processed this for a second, right? And there he is, and there's his girl, and I'm like, last time. You can't come back and do this anymore. And we came to an agreement, and I don't think he ever came back, and I'm pretty sure he
dude, Woody, that's a very cool guy of the week moment of you. I like that.
I'm in the running.
You're in the running so far.
How long did it take him to finish?
I didn't time.
You didn't stay there and watch? That would be funny if you were like, all right, well, wrap it up.
Like,
okay, but I've got rules about this. I don't know why I used the front-facing camera for that. That's a bad idea.
Get her leg up higher. There.
He gets tired, and you're just like, I'll push you, buddy. Don't worry, I'm here for you.
Do you need me to hold her ankle?
Oh, God.
You wouldn't need the trunk open if you didn't have a smart car. Just fucking there.
Have you ever
good of you to let them nut?
Do any of us have any of us ever been caught or have any interesting car sex stories?
I have a car sex story, but I wasn't caught. It was just I had just gotten a new car, and I was hooking up with a date in the car, and so she's blowing me, but she doesn't want to swallow. And she's like, where do you want to come? And I was like, not on the upholstery. Like, just this is a brand new car. So let's figure out another place, because this is not. I'm not coming on my car right now.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So
where'd you come?
On her tits. I'm a gentleman.
No, you trusted your aim. Okay,
fair enough.
That's good. I've
well, you do it from close range. I'm not a hero.
You get in the back. I'm gonna sit on the dash and fire it through the captain seats into the back of the Honda Odyssey.
Not all of these pulses are going the same distance. We got a problem here.
I don't
think I've ever been caught in a car.
I would have bought a Honda Odyssey, but thank you.
I fucked in the parking garage of the O'Hare Airport in a car. And we never got caught, but every time we were in the backseat of the car, and like obviously the car's moving, and like someone else was climbing up, it would just be like oh, okay, that's not a security, that's not a cop. All right, keep going. And that was it. Very anticlimactic. We did both climax, but it didn't. We didn't get caught.
I've done a few things at the airport with the windows tinted and people literally right outside the window getting in their car and just being like, "Don't move." They can't see us if we don't move.
Its vision is based on movement.
She's like, is that Jurassic Park? I'm like, and
You see the little water cups stirring.
I would always run into this situation where like I would fly lots of girls in, and so like we would be driving back to my house from the airport, which was 2 hours. So maybe we get started before we got back to my house. And so she would be giving me head and her like ass was in the window. And then I underestimated just how tinted my windows were, so like the truck driver next to us is like, honk, honk. Yeah. And
didn't help the windows were down. Yeah.
They were down.
And she was actually shitting outside the window. That was the weirdest part of it.
My pussy's freezing.
I don't know what you were thinking. The windows are tinted, but the convertible top was down.
We definitely like one time didn't even make it back from the airport. I was like, we could just go to a park or something before we get to my house, and so we did that, and we were having sex in my truck, and it's in the back seat, and I don't think it was for us, but there was like park security with sirens and lights that was like driving toward us really fast, but the road that came to us was super curvy, so we had like tons of time to like, all right, zip it up, we gotta go, and just had to escape the park because I would not want to get caught. I don't know if there's any legal ramifications from that. You know, you always hear those horror stories of the guys who become fucking sex offenders because they're fucking their girlfriend in a slightly public place
or like
something
peeing
like
outside.
Or pissing in like you're drunk, doing the responsible thing, walking home from the bar, and you just take a piss in a like a playground because it's 11 p.m. at night. The kids are at fucking home. It's not like you did it during broad daylight between episodes of Blue's Clues. All right, it's nighttime.
I know a guy who got, I pull up to the chain link fence. I open my overcoat. I pee through it. All the kids at the elementary school are playing soccer, and suddenly I'm the sex offender. It's bullshit.
Look, suddenly, I'm the candy man. I'm sorry. Look at all these Smarties I got. Come on.
I'm sorry, officer. When did it become illegal to ask a third grader if they wanted to make $20? When did this become a crime, sir? I believe I'm protected. I've got like a "Don't Tread on Me" cape on. I should be able to say that. Yeah, that's all I have on. Yeah, just a "Don't Tread on Me" cape.
Money pockets sewed into the cape.
We're pro cape around here.
We definitely had sex in like a back room that we snuck into at like
who did? Sorry, I didn't catch
I did at this resort in Georgia. I can't think of the name of it right now. It's some French shit, Rue Fleur de Lis or some nonsense, but we broke into like this back.
Yeah, plantation.
Don't say you broke
in. We didn't break in. We didn't do that. And went to this. It was a ballroom. It was and I like to imagine that it was it was set up to be like a I don't know, like a wedding was about to take place or something. Like maybe the next day. And I like to imagine that we fucked on somebody's really expensive dinner. And I don't think I came though, because I was super nervous about getting caught because it seemed like what we were doing could be perceived as illegal.
Did you fake it or just fuck some and get out?
I literally said, like, I don't think this is a good idea. We got to go somewhere else.
Kyle was arrested for faking and entering.
Faking and entering. Yes. That's exactly what happened. I don't think I've ever actually been caught.
So
no, I haven't.
I used to be a lifeguard on the beach, and every once in a while you'd find a condom in the stand when you went to work in the morning. Sucks, but that's life in the big city, right? So
you show up to work with gloves and tongs.
I'm not that like germophobic, you know. You just grab the rim of it and you toss it somewhere or throw it in the trash, and that's the end of that.
It's a fucking tissue. It's gross.
Who has tissues? Like you bring?
No, I use my teeth.
You know who has tissues? People who are used to condoms being at their job. That's like who should have tissues.
Every couple of weeks there'd be one. It wasn't all the time, but I got inspired, of course, and wanted to leave my own condoms in the lifeguard stand. When I tried to pull that off, I don't know how they do it. How quick are these people having sex? Someone was coming by like every 3 minutes. You could hardly neck in the lifeguard stand in peace. And there are police roaming up and down the streets in little like 4-wheel drive golf carts and shit. I don't know how they do it.
The most dangerous sex I've ever had. I'm sure most of us probably have like gotten blown while we drove, but we were driving back from like Texas to Georgia, which is a very long drive. And so she just got on top of me and we had sex while I drove. I just had got back from like flying a helicopter and blowing some shit up. This was far more dangerous than any of that. Like we were really taking our lives into our own hands, because I'm like looking over her shoulder while I'm driving. That may have been one of the most dangerous things I've ever done. Totally worth it though.
Yeah, I've done that. Jackie and I have done that.
Oh, sorry, Woody.
Yeah, and I think I've done shit other people shouldn't do. I don't approve of that. But
you should have seen the look on the guy at Burger King when we came through.